Hello and welcome to Laurindalandia. Today I'm going to do a reading about what is your enemy's karma. You can choose your pile by following your intuition. It can be the pile that you are the most visually attracted to, or you can even ask your mind, what is a pile for me? I do personal readings, they are super affordable, and they're my first link in description. Hello, pile one. So choose this card that says, inspire the world around you. What is your enemy's karma is that they basically won't be able to break generational trauma. These might be enemies that are giving high school bullies, maybe like the popular kid in school that had a lot of pull for those around them. Like this is giving a person that can be charismatic and is actually as a talent for charisma, but they might use that talent to really hurt others. They might use this charisma talent to really put down others and really like convince other people like to gang up in one person. This for some of you, this might be your high school bullies. This might be really that popular person that had a charisma, right? And they convinced everyone to treat you badly. And I'm sorry, Pelwan, if that is what is happening. And basically, their karma is that I think also this person had dreams of becoming like this great famous person. Like, I think they had dreams of becoming this inspirational figure, like this amazing person that everyone looks up to. And they are basically going to be popular, but in the worst way possible. Like they're gonna be known for being a bad, awful person. Like they're gonna be known. I'm also here. We don't mess with them. Like don't come near them. And basically, they are going to repeat the same generational trauma with their kids. If they ever have kids, their kids are basically going to be stuck in the same generational trauma cycles. For some of you, these might have been people that were really well off. These might have been people that were rich and that privilege of money, but they come from a home where their parents were like they felt unloved from their parents. They felt like they were never good enough, and they basically are going to continue that trauma. They are going to continue to pass down to their kids. Like they are not going to have an happy family life. They're going to repeat the same cycles and same trauma as their family. I think also, I think these people made you feel not good enough, or like you were weird, or like nobody wanted to hang out with you and try to exclude you because they felt excluded, because they felt not good enough by their parents. They felt like they were never good enough, they didn't felt worthy enough, and that's why they treated you this way. I think this person, again, they have like an innate talent for like charisma and convincing people, kinda. But they are really using it in a bad way, and they basically are going to live the rest of their life like their childhood. I think actually this person really wants to break from their childhood and doesn't want to relive their childhood, and that's what is going to happen. Basically, their family dynamics are going to be the same as they were as a child. Also, if this person ever gets married, it's a toxic relationship. It's not a healthy relationship. They will never find healthy love because they're gonna be stuck in generational patterns. They're gonna be stuck in generational trauma. So this person will never find happiness. This person will, yeah, they will just mimic old patterns and be stuck in them, and they will never break free from them. Imagine, I think they have dreams of being this like famous great person that everyone looks up to, and they're going to be maybe locally famous, but in the worst way possible. They're going to be known for being an awful person. So there is a lot of double-edged swords here, where the universe is like, this is, I'm getting, when we were kids, we'll see like movies or series about making wishes, right? And they make a wish, and that wish backfires. And that happens a lot with spell making and magic. Like, be careful what you wish for. You need to be super specific when wishing for something, right? Because you get that thing, but you get it in the worst way possible. And this is what I'm getting, is that this person is actually going to be kind of locally famous, like have the fame that they always wish for, but yeah, it's gonna like they're gonna have a bad reputation. They're gonna have a bad fame, like of a person that is just really mean, cruel, and get away from them, kind of like a Karen vibe. And their kid, like if they ever have children, their kids are gonna be just like them. But because they have a bad reputation, like their kids are also going to have a bad reputation. Basically, a lot of generational trauma. There is a lot of generational trauma that is going to mimic here. If they marry, they're gonna marry a version of their parents, of their toxic parents. They'll never be happy. They'll never have a good family. They will spend the rest of their life mimicking their childhood. While you will break free. You'll break free from these people. You'll move on, and you'll find a happier place. While them, they're gonna be stuck in the same generational trauma. They're gonna basically mimic and suffer the same pains that they did as a kid because they will be unable to break from it. What is your enemy's karma? Pile number one. Yeah, I'm seeing like empty. I'm getting a lot of emotionally empty richness, like people that are maybe are rich and have money, but they are so unfulfilled and so unhappy. Oh, okay, pile number one. I got some messages here. Some people here, like again, they might have the money, but they are so unfulfilled. They are so unhappy. They inside they like yeah, it's like living in a loop. It's like those movies that they're all living in a loop. Like these people will feel like they're all living in a loop that they cannot break. They feel like so empty inside and so unfulfilled and so like miserable inside, even though they might have the money, you feel me? Even though they might have a nice house or even like a pool in their house or like a vacation house, they are going to feel so empty inside. Some of them might resort to drinking. They might have issues with drinking in the future. I'm having another message for some of you. Imagine these people might be secretly in the closet. They might be LGBTQ plus, and some of you they might even mock you for being LGBTQ plus. Um, and these people basically will never like live their truth. These people will always be forever in the closet and never like really live their truth and be unhappy in their marriage. They might even get married with someone that they are not attracted to just because they are in the closet. Again, these people might come from rich conservative families where like you can only be straight, there is one way to live, a lot of trauma. Yes, you have money, but like you cannot be yourself. There is a lot of pain. You feel miserable. You feel unloved. And yeah, these people might also resort to drinking because they cannot be themselves. They cannot be truly themselves. They might leave a facade for the rest of their life. Basically, on the outside, it seems like they have money, so people think, oh, they have money, they are good. They are so miserable inside, having a drinking problem. They might be known for being a bad drinker. I'm seeing someone go into a bar and just fighting and screaming and arguing. They might have like a really bad reputation. That's the thing. I think they'll gain a really bad reputation for being a mean person that you should stay away from. I'm also getting like drinking and driving, like yeah, like they're gonna have a reputation of stay away from this person because they're mean, they are drunk. You feel me? Like stay away from them for like from their kids, because they're gonna really struggle with the fact that they don't feel worthy deep inside. These people will never feel worthy deep inside. These people will never find self-love, you feel me? They'll always be ashamed of themselves and they will never be able to break that pattern. And they basically are going to mimic that pattern. And if they have the kids, they're going to make their kids feel the same way. They're going to make their kids feel unloved, shamed. They cannot be themselves and the cycle will continue. What's your enemy's karma? Card number one. Yeah. Yeah, the world in reverse again. This is like bad fame, bad reputation. This is like them getting kind of the fame that they kind of were looking for, but like in the worst way possible. Like they're not going to be known for being a good person. They're going to be known for being a bad person. Like kind of stay away from this person. That's why they're gonna get like a certain amount of local fame, because people like are warning each other, hey, stay away from this person. This person is not the best, you feel me? They're also kind of reckless, they're kind of dangerous, they drink a bit too much, you feel me? They get themselves in a bunch of trouble, like stay away from this person and from this family. I think they're gonna give a really bad reputation to their family name. Yeah, this person has a lot of, and will forever have a lot of emotional turmoil, a lot of inner struggles. They might not show it, like on the outside, they might just look mean, angry, judgmental, and drunk, you feel me? But inside, this person suffers. This person suffers a lot emotionally inside, because they will never be able to feel good enough. They'll never be able to find self love. They're never be able gonna of finding like true love with a partner. They will never be able to build an healthy family. They were just like continue to suffer the same feelings as they did as a kid. They won't be able to break from that feeling of I'm never good enough. No matter what I do, I'm always like, or stupid or dumb or this or that. Like, yeah, I think this person suffers a lot inside, but yeah, on the outside, he projects as them being like an a-hole to other people. And this is not to have compassion for them, because again, a lot of people suffer, and at the end of the day, you choose what you do with that suffering. It's never justified to hurt other people just because you are in pain. Hurt people, but not really, because at the end of the day, it's a choice, right? To hurt other people is a choice. We all suffer. Life is not easy for anybody. You feel me? Of course, there are degrees, but life is not easy for anybody. And like at the end of the day, we choose what we do with that pain, right? And this person basically will never be able to break from that pain. A lot of stress, a lot of worries, a lot of fears, a lot of pain, a lot of emotional turmoil. Their household, their family, a mess. Even if they have financial stability, like emotionally, it's a mess. What is your enemy's karma? Number one. Yes. Imagine, I was feeling this. I think like these people might have come from a kind of a rich background, and their beginning of adult life, 30s and 40s, they might still have the money. I think they inherit some sort of generational wealth. But the thing is, they're going to be so reckless. They are going to be so irresponsible. I think for the end of their life, they're going to have a lot of issues with money, like in their 50s or 60s. You feel me? Like, I think in their 50s and 60s, they mismanage like the fortune that they was given to them. They're going to mismanage the generational wealth that was given to them. And they might really struggle financially to a degree that they never thought of, like later in life. And imagine, I think later in life, let's say they have kids, right? Their kids, at the end of the day, they're going to hate them. Like, their kids are not going to like them, because basically they're just going to traumatize their kids like they were traumatized. They're going to basically continue generational trauma. So I think their kids, like 18 or at 20 years old, are going to leave home and never look back. I think they're going to go no contact with them. You feel me? So basically, these people are really going to struggle financially by the end of their life. And nobody, they have no friends. They have no real friends. You feel me? They have, their kids don't speak with them. Their family hates them. Like, nobody wants to help them because they've been an awful person for their life. So when they need help, nobody's going to be there for them. I'm seeing someone, I'm seeing like a whole person really putting on a PT, like a show, I'm awful, my life is awful, up and this and that. And they're talking with people kind of like asking for help, and everyone is ignoring them. Like everyone is like, oh, whatever. You feel me? Trying to ignore them. Let's just let like this drunk person ramble. You feel me? Like they don't care they are going through. They won't have any help when they need it. They won't have any support when they need it, because at the end of the day, they were an awful person their whole life. So nobody wants to be on their side. Like nobody wants to help them. I don't think nobody wants to be around them. I think this will be the type of person that they will go to bars to just like drink and speak with the waiters. Like the waiters are going to be like the only people that not listen to them, but pretend to listen to them. You feel me? I think they only be able to get people around them if they are paid in some sort of way. You feel me? So yeah, I'm hearing bankruptcy. They might file bankruptcy later in life. They might really struggle. They might lose their home, having to move to like a very small, humble home and really struggle financially, lose all their fortune, probably fortune that was passed down from generation, you feel me, mismanage it completely. And I'm hearing croak alone. I think this person, yeah, is going to croak alone. I don't think I'm even seeing like people doing a funeral for this person, and like it's like one person that does it. You feel me? Because they feel like pushed that they have to do it because nobody wants to do it. You know, nobody wants to do anything for this person. This person was horrible all their life. Like don't want to do anything from this person. This person will have no friends, no genuine love, nothing. And they probably most likely will lose the only thing that they ever had, that was money. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. I do have personal readings, they are super affordable, and they are my first link in the description. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you like this content, subscribe. Bye pile one. Hello pile two. So it shows this card that says, someone will walk by your side. And it came in reverse. What is your enemy's karma? Is that they will live a life alone. They will not have the love that they always looked for. They will not have the friendships that they always desired. They are going to spend most of their life alone or surrounded by people that do not like them, that are not really their friends. This is giving me the energy of like pick me girl, you feel me? This is giving the energy of maybe someone that always to be wanted to be the center of attention. Imagine you might have told this person about your crushes, and they might have like kind of flirted with them just to take out the like just to take your crush, or this might even be someone that maybe were in a relationship and they flirted with your partner. This is giving a very male-centered person, like somebody that really needs external validation. They need external validation from men. They need to be desired by men. Like they need to always be the center of attention, to be the most desired. And what they have done to you, they might have tried to steal all your romantic interests or even your friends, or and they might have made you feel less worthy. They might have told you that you're not good enough, not beautiful enough, not this enough. I'm also here trigger warning words like you are too fat, or you are too skinny, or you are too this and that. I think this person really tried to make you feel unworthy because they hated that you were the spotlight. They hated the fact that everyone wanted you, that you were the center of attention without even trying, that everyone wanted to be your friends or be with you. It was like they see you as someone like, it is so easy for you to get all that I want. And I have to put on a show. Like, I have to make so much effort. I have to steal your romantic interests. Like, I have to like make all these efforts to be desirable and to be the center of attention, and you just exist and you are. This person was really jealous of you, extremely jealous. And they might have caused you a lot of harm. They might have made you feel really worthless. They might have really put a lot of insecurities onto you. And they might have really made you a lot of like really insecure about your personality and body. And that's awful. And you didn't deserve that. But I think the biggest slap in the face is that you are going to be surrounded with people that love you. You are going to find the love of your life. You're going to have a solid group of friends around you that love you for who you are. And this person wants this person, or honestly the wiser decision is going to be like to be alone, because or this person is going to be alone for the rest of their life, or because they don't like to be alone, they're going to choose awful people to surround themselves with, like frenemies, people that are not really their friends, people that really don't want the best for them. And they are probably going to be surrounded or by enemies. They are pretending to be friends just because this person cannot be alone, just because this person needs that external validation to feel worthy, or they're going to be alone. Honestly, the wisest decision for them will be to be alone, because they're going to, like, if they're not alone, they're going to be surrounded with people that do not have their best interest at heart, that actually kind of want to see their downfall. I think I'm also getting that maybe when they are older, if they are surrounded these people, like they're gonna be exploited, like these people are gonna steal their them money, like these people are gonna take advantage of maybe their lack of sanity by the end of their life and just really take advantage of everything because they were never really their friends. These might be people that quote unquote were friends with them for years, but they were never really their friends. Like they always hated them, and when they are older they might really take advantage of their lack of sanity and really, yeah, exploit them, take advantage of them. Like these people, this person will be surrounded with people that do not have their best interest at heart, and they are just trying to take advantage of them, and this person will never find true love. I think this person will never be in a really loving, successful relationship or even long-term relationship. Even if they get married, it's probably short-lived, or like even if it's not, like it's a very unhealthy relationship. They don't love each other. Like this person will never find true love or friendship, because I think like you're actually a very kind, solid person to them, and they really mistreat you when you did nothing wrong, and their karma is to never experience someone like you ever again because you were too good for them. Another part of their karma is that they'll never experience like the dream experiences that they always wanted. They're never going to go on that dream vacation. They're never going to achieve their dreams. Their dreams that they always wanted to achieve. What's your enemy's karma? Pile number 2. Ooh. Also, part of the karma is that, again, they're probably gonna put a lot of work into something. This can be like in terms of in a relationship, they're going to try to put a lot of work into a relationship and it will be unsuccessful. Or if they go to college, they're going to try to put a lot of work into college and getting a good job. They're going to be unsuccessful. If they even dedicate themselves to like a project or a side business, they're going to put a lot of work and energy and they will be unsuccessful. They're going to try really, really hard at something and it will not reap the rewards that they are looking for. They're going to always be found with obstacles, standstills. They will not be successful, no matter how much work they put into. While you're probably going to be successful. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but you're going to be successful with less work. Like you're going to need to put less work and less effort to be successful. Because I think also these people, what they did, they try to block you, or they try for you to not be as successful and not go after what you wanted, and they could have done this by instilling doubt into you. For example, if you had dreams of doing this, you're like, you're never gonna make it. Are you crazy? You're not good enough for that. You're not intelligent enough for that. That's crazy. You shouldn't even try. I think these people really try to stop you from you chasing after what you desired with doubt. They might have instilled a lot of doubts into you because they knew you were capable. They knew you could do it. The only way to stop you it was through doubt, through instilling doubt on you. So now their karma is to put a lot of energy and work into something and not be successful. And you, on the other end, your karma is to put less energy and less work and be successful. So your life, like, is going to be easier than theirs. Like, their life is going to be very hard. No matter how much they try, they won't be able to get the success that they are looking for. What's your enemy's karma? Pile number 2. Ooh, yeah. Yes, they're going to be very emotionally unfulfilled. They're going to live very unfulfilled life. Again, I think these people have dreams of finding the love of their life, finding someone that really loves them. These people might have like daddy issues, like their father might have been absent. I'm also in divorce. There might be something with their father that they felt very unloved by. So these people wish for a life of love, like find the love of their life, get married, someone they love, to have good friends around them. They won't be able to have them. They will be very emotional, fulfilling that spectrum. They will not have love surrounding them. Also, these people basically They won't be able to multitask. There's something about this that maybe, again, this is giving the energy of someone that is trying real hard or something, but they just can't. Like they're trying to real hard to maybe get a relationship and they can't, or trying to real hard to be good at their job but they can't. Like they try really hard to have a successful career but they can't. Like they won't be able to multitask. Like they won't be able to do multiple things at once. They won't be able to like go after the things that they really want. And I think they're gonna put a lot of effort and energy into this. They're gonna really try to get the love of their life, or get the career of their lives, or success of their lives, and to achieve their dreams. They won't be able to. A lot of energy, a lot of effort is gonna go to nothing. What is your enemy's karma? Number 2. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, yeah. I think imagine again. This is giving someone that is trying to heal their childhood trauma by external approval. Again, this is giving after absent father, that then you become a male-centered person that really needs like the validation of men to feel worthy, right? I think this person is going to get stuck in the sense that they're going to really try to get the love of their life. They're going to really try and put a lot of energy and effort into having the career, the love of the life of their dreams. And they won't be able to. And by the end of their life, basically their life is kind of pushing them and narrowing them to facing their childhood trauma, to facing that the fact that you are this type of person, the fact that they put you down, the fact that they always need this external validation to feel love is because of this childhood trauma, is because maybe of their relationship with their father or with their parents. So basically life, what the universe is trying to make them realize is that you need to see this, you need to heal this. That's the key for you to getting what you want. Like you won't be successful at not fixing the issue and trying to get external approval and validation to fix your issue. That will not work. We will not allow for that to work, because at the end of the day, you need to face your trauma. That's the only way that you're going to be able to heal from this and recover from this. You need to face your childhood trauma, right? So basically, all they're trying to do is to escape their childhood trauma by getting external validation. So if they have the absent father, they did not love them, all they're trying to do is to get male validation to kind of make them feel worthy of this childhood trauma. You feel me? Like they're trying to get quick fixes for their childhood trauma. Or if they felt unworthy or loved, they're gonna try to get a career that like it gives them big ego and big status, and then they're gonna finally be successful, right? And they will not be able to do it. Like all of these quick fixes that they're trying to do instead of facing their childhood trauma. That's where the issue lies. That's also why they were awful to you, right? All these quick fixes and this external validation will not work. The universe will not allow it. And by the end of their life, after many years of trying, you feel me, after many years of very unsuccessful attempts and a lot of energy put into external validation, that they're going to finally realize that everything was about their childhood, everything was about their parents, everything was about their father. And I think, yeah, at the end of their life, they're gonna have this crazy realization that they spent all of their life for these quick fixes and they put so much unsuccessful energy and effort, when in reality, what they needed to do was to look inside instead of getting this external validation. So I think at the end of their life, they're gonna have a lot of regrets. Like, what have I done? I've wasted years. I've wasted my life for this. What have I done? Like, this was so ridiculous. This was so pointless. I wasted all my life and now I don't have any more life left. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this reading, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are super affordable and they're my first link in the description. Bye, pal 2. Hello, pal 3. So I chose this card that says, let yourself be surprised, and it came in reverse. The karma of your enemies is that They are gonna have a repetitive life. They are going to live the same day over and over again. Their life is gonna be unexciting and boring. These might be people, some of you, these people never left their hometown, like they never left their small city. They've been in their job for years, decades, with nothing exciting going on, in the same position, with the same partner that they don't really love, like a boring life. Like these people will really have a boring life. And I think these were people that kind of shamed you and judge you for looking for things that excited you, for looking for a different thing, for having like different interests to them and passion. I think these are people that shamed you and judge you for having passions, lol. And they really put down your passion and your dreams, and they made you feel like you're crazy or not good enough or that's impossible. And basically, their karma is to live a boring life that they do not like for the rest of their life. These people, and this is kind of draining. I think these people are going to be very drained by life because they are living a routine that they don't like. Their life is boring. They are wasting their life away. I'm seeing somebody going to a work that they've been for decades and they don't even have a good position at their work. Like they have the same like job for years and it's not even interesting. You feel me? They come home, they have maybe a family, they have like a partner and kids. They barely speak with them, you feel me? They just sit in front of the couch and watch news till they fall asleep. They eat the dinner that the partner made. The baby is the same dinner, like repetitively for years. They go to sleep and they do over again. Like they have the most unfulfilling, uninteresting, extremely boring life, a life that does not bring them pleasure. Like it feels like they're just wasting their life away. They're gonna waste their life away. They are just surviving and barely. Like they're almost like zombies on autopilot. You feel me? Like these people, yeah, no excitement, no passion, nothing interesting. If they have a family, they barely talk with them. You feel me? They are in the house, but they are completely checked out. They barely talk with their partner. They barely talk with their kids. They barely know their kids or their partner. You feel me? Like they might spend every day with them, but like they are physically there, but emotionally they are completely checked out. These people are completely. I think what happened here is that when these people were younger, and maybe they were kids trying to have fun, right, and trying to like, yeah, just have fun and play. I think maybe their parents really shamed them for having fun and playing. Maybe they're the type of parents that were like, no, like you can't have fun or play, like you need to be serious, you need to be an adult. And I think they projected that onto you when you were having fun or playing or pursuing your passion, your dreams. They really shamed you for that, like you're crazy, you can't do that, you need to be an adult at like age 6, you feel me? And yeah, that was a projection because maybe their parents shamed them for like just being kids and playing. I think they were like the kind of parents that were really harsh and basically did not allow them to play and to have fun. So they fun and play and things that excite them is a no go in their mind. This is a trauma. Like the trauma is that anything exciting and fun is forbidden because you need to grow up. You need to be grown up. You feel me? So they're going to deprive themselves of any sort of pleasure or fun in their life. Yeah, they're gonna grow up to have a family that they are super emotionally distanced from, cold. They might like spend all their day together, you feel me? Like they might see them every day, but there is no love. There is no connection. They barely speak with them. This reminds me of my father, honestly. I'm getting like my father a lot. um a very, yeah, boring, unexciting, cold, emotionally distanced life. What's your enemy's karma, Paloma Free? Yes, of course, of course, of course, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah. Imagine, I think kind of in the beginning of their life, like in their 20s, they're gonna really try to push forward. How to explain this? It's like they've been told to grow up at a very young age, that they couldn't be a kid. So they're going to push for this adult life. They're going to find a job that is probably like a technician job, or like fixing cars or plumbing. Nothing wrong with that, but they're going to find, a job that is an adult job, you feel me, where there's not much progression. Basically, this is a job they're going to do for the rest of their life, you feel me, where there is not going up. This is not like a corporate ladder type situation. This is a job where they stay in the same place for years. They're going to put a lot of effort into getting that job, thinking that them, because they always been told that you need to grow up, right? So they're going to need to go achieve for that. I need to grow up. So they're going to look for a job that is going to be the same for years. And like, it's kind of giving the beginning of their life, they're a bit egotistical, and they're even like, how to explain it? They might have some sort of charisma at the beginning of their life, like in their beginning of their 20s, and maybe they get like their partner because of that, because they're like, yes, one day I'm going to be a plumber, I'm going to have financial stability, and I'm going to give you the financial stability you're looking for. We can have a normal, simple life with financial stability, and I don't know why this works, but it kind of works. So they gonna get a partner because basically they are promising them a financially stable life. And then the thing is, I think they're gonna get the family and their kids and the kids, but extremely emotionally distant. When I say yes, they're not gonna be rich by any means. I think they're gonna even struggle with money later in life. At the beginning, they're gonna have enough to like have a simple wedding and have kids. They're gonna be super emotionally distant from their kids. Like, yeah, it's giving completely detached. And by the later of life, they're gonna have financial issues because their plumber job or the technician job or the job of fixing cars maybe as giving you financial stability when you started according to the economy, but the economy will change and they're gonna have a lot of financial issues. And yeah, they're just gonna completely lose their spark. A very boring, uninteresting life. They might struggle with money later in life, and that worry can worry them a lot. And by that point, when they struggle with money, they are tired because they are living the same routine every day. Like, they lost their humanity, they lost their personality, they lost everything. The partner that they marry is not going to even recognize them by the end of their life. Because imagine, by the beginning of their life, they kind of have, they looks like they have this passion to get like a normal job. So, like, one day I'm going to be a plumber, I'm studying to be a plumber, like, one day I'm going to plumb, I'm going to have financial stability, like, I'm going to give you a household that is financially stable, this, and that, you feel me? And this is how they're going to get their partner. And then, financial crisis, its economy might change, there might be something with their job field that is not as, doesn't make them as, like, doesn't give them the financial stability that they had before. They're gonna completely lose their spark because they lost it. Like, the moment that this person gets married, bye. Like, all the passion that they had at the beginning of the relationship with their partner, bye. Like, this person, because this person is doing what they were told. This person is growing up as their parents told them. Like, this person doesn't have passion for this, you feel me? They're pretending maybe to have passion to kind of get someone to marry them, you feel me? They're kind of pretending that they have this passion, but this person has nothing. Like, this person is just living life through what they told. They told to grow up, they told that they should be an adult, so they should have like this very normal job that gives them financial stability. They should get a partner, get married, have kids, and this is what they were told they should supposed to do, and they do it, and they are just so emotionally checked out. It's like nothing. I think they're gonna also maybe in the middle of life reach this point of depression that they will not even realize that they are depressed. These might be the type of people that don't believe in mental health and don't believe in depression. This person might reach a point of depression that they will never like heal from, because they will not even acknowledge that they are depressed, you feel me? But this person, yeah, I think they're going to be super depressed like to off to the rest of their life, you feel me, and they will not be able to heal from it because they will not even think depression is real, you feel me, like these are the type of people that don't believe in mental health and that depression is real. Yeah, very very sad, very nothing, very apathic. What is your enemy's karma, Paloma, for you? Yeah, there is something about tradition. This is giving a lot of like traditional life, child wife type vibe, triad husband type vibe, that I think this person was told very young there is only one way to live life, and they were shamed into living life only one way. That is, again, get a very normal job, financial stability, get married, have kids, and that's it. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what an adult is supposed to look like, right? And the thing is, they are going to follow what they've been told they should do, and they're just gonna end up depressed, no purpose, boring life. Like they're going to achieve everything that they thought they should achieve to only realize it gives them nothing. And I think this person is just going to be depressed for a long period of time without even realizing that they are depressed, just completely emotionally checked out. And they're going to stay like this for years. And I think they're going to croak like this for years. Like, I think their kids are not going to have a relationship with them because at the end of the day, they were there like physically, but not emotionally, you feel me. I think their partner is going to stay with them, but completely emotionally checked out. I think even their partner might cheat on them on the low, you feel me, low key, just because they are completely emotionally checked out, and they are can be physically in the relationship, but they are not there emotionally, their kids will not come to visit them. Like, they will not create any sort of enjoyment in their lives. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this reading, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings that are super affordable, and they're my first link in the description. My pal free.